Hello, hello, my sexy people. How are you guys doing? First off, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. You guys are all beautiful. You guys are all awesome. Happy to have you guys here. Okay, now before I want to start this video, I want to touch up on a couple things. Why am I so nicely dressed today? Well, it's because I just came back from a Christmas service. Yeah, I'm a Christian, so we just came back from Christmas service. Everybody was dressed up nice. I had to get dressed up as well. You don't get, you don't get so many opportunities in a year to dress up and look nice. So, you got to do it when you can. And today I got this in my drink today. And I also have one thing to share for you guys. I got my FOID card, you know, Second Amendment, baby. I got my FOID card, and I got a handgun. Glock 22 is what I got. I also got a shotgun, and I also got an AR, but those are up in the attic right now, and it's late. My family members are sleeping, so I'm not gonna go take it right now. But yeah, this is the Glock. This is the handgun that I got. So yeah, pretty neat. I got it for pretty cheap. It wasn't too expensive. Got a pretty good deal on this boy. I bought it on Black Friday, so it was on sale. So yeah, with that out of the way, wait, I gotta crack open my beer as well. So today we're gonna be talking about politics. We're gonna be talking about Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan. It's dead now. It's dead now. Because honestly, I can't afford to pay another. I can't afford the gas prices to go up another $2 or $3 a gallon. I'll be broke. His multi-trillion-dollar, inflation spending, bill. I don't know what this guy's thinking, but it's fucking insane. And that was turned down by Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin is probably one of the few, if one of the only Democrats that aren't radical and insane nowadays. A Democrat that I would actually trust to make the right choices and the right decisions. That's Joe Manchin, So, kudos to you, Joe Manchin, for kicking ass. I mean, the Democrats. I mean, you liberals been taking a lot of L's lately. You lost Virginia. You lost the Rittenhouse trial. You lost the Smollett trial. And you guys got your OSHA, your fucking mandates dropped. And now the Build Back Broke plan is officially knocked the fuck out. So, I mean, it's been good, man. You guys been catching a lot of L's. And I'm going to tell you, man, the odds are telling that the Republicans, the GOP, they're going to take back the House and Senate in 2022. And Donald Trump is leading the odds in 2024. So, yeah, you guys are catching a lot of freaking L's, okay? And, I mean, you look at the economy, you look at the inflation, you look at everything, everything is high, fucking, and you look at, foreign policy disasters, Afghanistan, you look at the COVID, it's getting worse, you look at the crime wave surging across America, you look at the border crisis, the CDC, they said, that this was the first year in U.S. history where deaths from overdose surpass 100,000. I mean, if you look at the statistics, the leading killer of adults in America right now, from age 18 to 49, the leading killer is not COVID. The leading killer is not car accidents. The leading killer is not suicides. The leading killer is fentanyl overdose. It's overdose. And this is what happens when you open the border and let everything and anything pour in. And now, you know, Texas, you know, they're Texas right now, they're trying to build, they're trying to finish that wall. So yeah, make it happen. You know, we gotta make this shit happen, man. You know, so far this year they've been catching L's left and right, left and right. And I mean, these boys, they can't catch a break, man. They can't catch a break. Excuse me. And yeah. And what else do I want to talk about? I mean, that guy Bubba Wallace. Have you guys ever heard of Bubba Wallace? He's that driver, NASCAR driver. He said he found a noose in his garage, and that was all deemed a hoax. It was deemed a hoax. It was not a noose. So it was another fake hate crime. I don't know if Bubba Wallace and Jesse Smollett, I don't know if they're related or not. But you guys are, on the right page. You guys are on the same page. Well, the whole thing was proved as a hoax, but fucking ESPN still pushed out a whole documentary. But oh, how it's America so racist nowadays. Fucking ridiculous. And you have the same thing with what's his face, Jesse Smollett. I mean, shit. America is so racist, man. America is so racist that America's so racist that Jesse Smollett had to go all the way to Africa to find two white supremacists. That's how racist America is. That's how terrible America is. America's so racist that you gotta go around staging hate crimes. You gotta put up some nooses, and by yourself. You gotta hire liberals to put up nooses. You gotta hire some black guys from Nigeria to wear MAGA hats to beat you up because you can't find white supremacists anywhere in America anymore, man. It's ridiculous, man. What's going on with this country, man? We're and man, these losers that they had to hire people to stage as white supremacists, before that Virginia gubernatorial race. I mean, it's ridiculous. These people are thirsty, man. Let me tell you something. This is what happens when the demand for racism surpasses the supply. The demand surpasses the supply. In 2021, it's 2021. America is not that racist anymore, and that's just a fact. We've made so much improvements, leaps and bounds since where were like 100 years ago. Okay, but you guys are still acting as if this is the 1900s, and you are demanding that level of racism, which no longer exists in America. And you're trying to tell me, oh, America, there are racist people that live in America, and that's true. But like I said, there's racist people every single where in every single country you go to. It's not just America. There's racist people everywhere, in every single country, everywhere you go, there's racist people. But to say that the system is systemically racist or systemically flawed is bullshit. And let me give you a couple statistics. You guys love talking about Black lives. Oh, Black Lives Matter this, Black Lives Matter that. But let me tell you something. 90-something% of black murder victims are killed by other black people. There are hundreds of thousands of black babies being aborted every single year in America. Fun fact. I mean, it's not it's a dark fact, but dark fact. There are more black babies being killed every single year in New York City than there are black babies being born. There, the rate of black babies being killed through abortion is thousands of black babies more than they are being born in New York City. So if you guys, so to that I say, where the fuck is BLM? Where is BLM? Why aren't you saying anything about this? Don't you care about black lives? You know, or you just care about that small percentage because it pushes your narrative, because you need to push your narrative. They've made racism a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they have the cash into that narrative. These people are becoming millionaires, multi-millionaires off of pushing this racist bullshit narrative. And that is what they are doing, and they will continue to do that because people are dumb enough to buy into their bullshit. And like I was saying, with building the wall, not allowing a bunch of random people to pour in is a good thing, because when you do that, guess what? You have an overdose, a drug overdose crisis that is currently happening in the States, that is the leading killer of adults in America. And also, we're in a pandemic, right? But you're opening the border and letting everything and anything pour in. How stupid is that? There's more COVID deaths this year than last year. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? And why are you you are forcing people to take a vaccine made from aborted fetal cells? And people like me, I'm a Christian. I'm not taking that shit. What the fuck? It is against my religion. It is against my morals as a human being. It is against my morals as a human being. And how effective are these vaccines, to be honest? I mean, there's over 4.4 billion people that have at least received the first dose of COVID worldwide. But there are more COVID cases and COVID deaths this year than last year. Why are you forcing this so-called vaccine that you had to change the definition of what a vaccine is because it doesn't stop the spreading? You could still get it. You could still die from it. And I mean, these vaccines, if they're so safe, then why does Pfizer need 55 years in order to release the data and the evidence on, this vaccine? If it's so safe, why do you need to wait that long? I'm just saying, these are some questions, man. And you want to force vaccines on 5 to 11 years of age kids? Let me tell you this. What is the chances of a healthy 5-year-old child getting COVID and dying from it? What are the chances that a 5-year-old, a healthy 5-year-old, not a 5-year-old with asthma, or a 5-year-old with cancer, or a 5-year-old that's already dying from something? I'm talking about a healthy 5-year-old kid. What is the chance that that kid gets COVID and dies from COVID? What are the chances? Right? And these are just common sense things. And you are trying to strip us of our freedoms, of our human rights. And that is not right, and I will not stand for it. That's why I'm fighting. You see Florida, they are the freest state in the world. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is the freest country in the world. And if they're the freest state in America, freest state in the world. And they have the lowest rate of COVID in any state in America, in all 50 states. How do you explain that? Mass mandates down there, it's not even a thing, Now, moving on, we're gonna go into. No, wait, I don't want to move on yet. But you guys are saying that this country is a white supremacist country. Let me tell you this. This country has more black billionaires and millionaires than anywhere in the world. This country had a black president, Barack Obama. The highest average household income earners in this country are Asian Americans. And last time I checked, they're not black. Nigerian Americans are the highest, one of the most highest income earners in America. One of the more successful ethnic groups in America. Last time I checked, they were black, right? And now, moving on. You guys are talking about, we gotta give transgender people their rights. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. Let me tell you something. If you transgender people want to play sports, pro sports, make a professional league for transgender people. Make a professional league for the LGBT people. Okay? Leave the men alone and leave the women alone. Men should not be competing with women in sports, period. And they shouldn't be sharing the same bathrooms as well. You have cases of biological men going into bathrooms and raping little girls and peeking, being creepy. What's the term? Peeking Tom or creeping Tom, or you get what I'm trying to say. They would go in there and they would peep on these minors, and it's fucking disgusting. It's wrong, and it shouldn't be even a thing. And when you have these biological men competing with women, they're gonna destroy them. You know why? Because biological men, they have higher muscle mass, more muscle mass, higher bone density, higher red blood cell, higher lung capacity, higher aerobic ability, higher VO2 maxes. They are just better athletes. They're bigger and stronger. They are built differently. That's why there's a difference between a man and a woman. And you have these dudes going in here and destroying, just crushing the competition. And let me tell you this, if we keep this up in about 10 or 20 years, these women's sports leagues will be filled with only men. They will completely push out all the legit women from these sports leagues. And that is bogus. That is bullshit. That shouldn't be a thing. You know, that is anti-science. There is nothing that tells you that, a men and a women are credited equally on a physical, aspect. That's why men across the board in every single country on average is taller than women, heavier than women, built to be bigger and stronger than women. People talk about, gender roles is sexist. Gender roles is not sexist. There is a reason why men are built differently. It's because they are built to do other stuff, different stuff. Women are built differently because their job is to care and nurture. So there's a reason why behind it. There's a scientific reason why behind it. There's a religious reason behind it. If you're not a Christian, it wouldn't really matter to you. But, at me as a Christian, God created men to be men, and God created women to be women. So we do have specific roles. But not every single household is like that. But in general, it's like that. That's why I don't understand the thing. People are saying, men make more than women. It was because sexism. No, men make more every single year on average because they work longer hours. They work more jobs. They work more dangerous jobs, and etc. They have more experience and stuff like that. And you're asking me, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you this. 90-something% of workplace deaths are men. 90-something% of firemen deaths are men. 90-something% of police deaths are men. 90-something% of military combat deaths are men. Why? Because they're always pushed into the most dangerous parts of their job, of their occupation. They're always put into harm's way. Let me give you an example. Why are most construction workers men? because it's a tough job, because it requires a lot of physical strength. That's why women, they can't do those type of jobs. I'm not saying that there aren't outliers, but in general, men, they work the harder and more dangerous jobs, so they get paid more. They get paid more, and they work overtime. They work a lot of hours. And women, they sometimes they don't work at all, or sometimes they work part-time jobs so they can take care of their kids. But men, sometimes they work two jobs at the same time, so they could provide for the family. That's why we call the men the provider and the protector of the family. He is strong and he takes care of the family. But women, they have their own roles. And to me, I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, a man's role is more important or a woman's role is more important. It's like yin and yang. Both is equally important in their own ways. Women always think like, oh, men have it easy. Oh, I wish I was a man. They always think the grass is always greener on the other side, but that's not true. And I'm not gonna say that about a woman either. I'm not gonna say, oh, a women's life is so easy. All you do is you take care of the baby and you go shopping all the time. I'm not gonna say that bullshit, because that's bullshit. Okay, I'm never gonna talk down about my wife, because my wife, she has a very difficult job, and I would never understand how difficult it is, and she will never understand how difficult it is for me in my life and what I do, what I go through. But we both appreciate and both respect and love each other, and that's what you guys should learn. These feminazis, they're coming at us, they're attacking. Toxic masculinity. Men are disgusting. Men are a bunch of rapists, and they're attacking men. But to me, the women that falsely accuse men of rape, they're equally, if not even more, disgusting. So it goes both ways. Sorry, I've been rambling a lot. I'm on a roll, man. Man, I'm just having fun, man. But yeah, that's what I have to say, man. Yeah, but yeah, these liberals, they're crazy, man. It's like, if you are a straight man and a Christian and a conservative, you're a target. Automatically, you're a target. And it's sickening, man. You know, especially if you're a white man. If you're a straight white man, you're screwed. You're screwed. There's no way around it, brother. Brother, you're screwed. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. God bless. Merry Christmas. It's getting late. I gotta go to bed. So I'm gonna sign out, man. Peace. Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Wherever you are in the world. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yep. Signing out.